What's going on, YouTube? This is Chroah, and the card that we are talking about today is Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense is a card that has been pretty much on everyone's talk topic for the past 2 weeks since Joey's Word first came out. But anyway, what the card does is that you call a number between 1 through 6, your opponent rolls a dice, and if your opponent rolls on that number, you draw that many cards. If he does not, you mill whatever that he revealed. So it's a pretty broken card. Automatically it's possible +5 from drawing 6, or you mill. Either way, it's a win. Like, you draw, you win. You mill, your graveyard gets loaded, you win. So the card's been banned, for OCG since forever. And it caused a storm when it first came out to America, and being announced that it was legal. So, everybody hates the card. They want to quit the game or go on break because of Sixth Sense, but really it's not that bad. People just complain about because it's a 1-card win condition. It's not even really a win condition. I've come out of games where people drew 6. Then again, I use Sixth Sense myself, so it kind of evened the playing field. But either way, it's broken. Everybody knew that. But if you really think about it, you can break up the cards into 2 different ways. 1 is to draw, 2 is to mill. Now, what card did that but better last format? Super Rejuvenation. Super Rejuvenation gave you the potential to pretty much draw your entire deck. So you would draw like 18 cards because of 1 card, which strung itself into 2 more of the cards. Now, it may seem like it's not that big a deal, because that's like a 3-card draw 18, but if you think about it, it's because it's 3 cards that makes it so you can draw into that combo much easier than 1-card Sixth Sense. Now, Rejuve is basically you draw your 18, sure, and then afterwards you discard until you have 6 left, which in turn kind of translates into a mill game state. So you draw and you mill. What card does that? Sixth Sense. But instead, you either draw or you mill. Now, the reason why I'm comparing it to Super Juve is because this way you won't really think of Sixth Sense as like that bad of a card because Super Rejuve existed. We've already went through all of that. We've grown used to it, and Sixth Sense really isn't that bad when compared to last format. Pretty much, Sixth Sense is Super Rejuvenation 2.0. Konami took away 2 of Super Rejuve's powers, left them with 1, and then combine the rest of the 2 into 1 trap card. So, Sixth Sense equals Super Juve 2.0. Now, not only dragons can pretty much take control of all that draw power, but now every deck can. Before, the main broken part about Super Rejuve is the deck that it came in. Dragons. Now, only dragons can utilize the power of Super Rejuvenation. Now every single deck can pretty much utilize the power that was Super Rejuvenation into 1 convenient little card. Sixth Sense. Not every deck can benefit as well as E-Dragons when it comes to Sixth Sense or Super Rejuvenation, but it's a generic trap card that can go into every single deck. Clearly it's not going to be as broken as that. So now every deck has a chance to compete with every other deck. So if you want to play for casuals, have the lower tier deck play Sixth Sense, and the higher tier deck play like its regular self, and kind of evens the play field out a little bit. But realistically, that wouldn't be shown in a competitive environment. It'd be just for casuals. But Sixth Sense, in the first place, isn't exactly a casual kind of card. It's more of a competitive kind of scene. Because it's a $20 common for a reason. It's because that both players can use the power of Sixth Sense. I think it actually makes it kind of a little bit more balanced card. Agreeable, it's still pretty broken, but it's not that bad of being broken. Because you could still roll that 1, and your opponent will either draw that 1 or mill that 1. There's that possibility. So there's that whole luck factor into it. Plus, I think Konami wants to think of a way where you put luck back into the game, because nobody uses luck-based cards. Konami made those cards for a reason, so may as well put luck back into the game, right? So Sixth Sense really depends. It is a win condition by itself, but it also depends on who draws it first. Like, my opponent drew 5 cards for his Sixth Sense. I drew 6, kind of in the playing field. Then there's another game where I drew 5 off of 6 cents. I felt bad. But then the next game, he did the same thing, and all of a sudden it felt a lot better. I mean, I'd rather that happen than only one deck doing 3 super drews at once, and then me, myself, having no chance at all. So think of 6 cents as like a $20 bill to enter into the competitive world, if it makes any sense. So that kind of separates the regular casual world from the 6 cents world. So it's really, yeah. 6 cents isn't really a card to really complain about. I mean, every card is broken. I mean, in their own right. Some being more than others. But hey, it's not that bad. All you gotta do is pay $20 or trade $20 worth for a single 6 cents, put it in your deck, and all of a sudden life is so much better. And you won't be the one complaining about the card anymore. Trust me. I've thought of 6 cents as like, I should probably take a break this format kind of card. Then once I put it in my deck, everything just made sense. So if you don't want to play in the real world, just stick with DN, throw 6 cents on there, and just play the game. It's really not that bad of a card. I mean, people pretty much is guaranteeing that it's going to get banned next format. So if you really don't want to deal with it, just take 2 months off to save your money, wait for everything else, and play it. So yeah, this is Chroah thoughts on 6 cents. It's Chroah signing out.